Mark had just finished a particularly grueling shift, and during his break, he stepped outside to catch some fresh air. He found himself standing near a busy road, an area where there were supposed to be no animals. However, as he leaned against the ambulance, he heard a strange, almost inaudible squeaking noise, and his curiosity was piqued. Following the sound, Mark's eyes fell upon a tiny black lump, barely larger than a fist. It was a helpless kitten, just inches from the road, struggling to make its way across the unforgiving pavement. Panic surged through Mark as he realized that a car could end the kitten's fragile life in an instant. Without a second thought, Mark rushed to the kitten's aid. His heart pounded as he scooped up the tiny creature just in time, saving it from the most unfortunate outcome. The little kitten was weak, frightened, and on the brink of despair. Mark hurried back to his car, cradling the baby kitten in his hands, determined to ensure its safety. He couldn't bear the thought of leaving it alone on that perilous roadside. With gentle care, he contacted a local animal rescue center for assistance. A volunteer named Stephanie answered the call and immediately agreed to take in the rescued baby. The kitten was so small, it was barely the size of the palm of her hand. She affectionately gave the little one the nickname Bear, due to its tiny but spirited demeanor. Stephanie's first task was to feed Bear, and his hunger was evident. He meowed loudly as his guardian approached with a bottle of milk. The bond between Stephanie and Bear began to grow as she nurtured him back to health. She was determined to find him a loving and permanent home. A week ago, a kind-hearted couple heard about Bear's tale. Intrigued, they decided to visit him at the shelter. The couple knew immediately that it was fate that had brought them to Bear. They wanted to be his forever family, promising him a life full of love, care, and warmth. Bear's journey from a tiny, abandoned lump on a perilous road had led him to this moment of salvation. Now Bear lives in a loving family, where he's always fed, cherished, and surrounded by boundless affection. The little kitten, once vulnerable and alone, now thrives in the embrace of his new family.